Facebook optimization. My name is Eimer Duffy. I'm a social media personal trainer. I give bespoke short trainings to get you a better online presence, save time, stress, and make you feel good. So, how optimized is yours is my question to you all. So, I thought I'd bring in a little bit of some of my baking. You can tell I probably don't bake a lot. Right? So, I thought I'd show more visual before we go into all the exciting slides. Basically, think of an unoptimized Facebook page as like a plain sponge. It's not very exciting. Would that be right? And this is your optimized Facebook page. So, this is what you might as well be doing if your Facebook page is not optimized. Okay? Because who's going to stay? Who's going to consume your content? Who's going to want to buy from you? Who's going to like you, know, and trust you? Okay? So, let's move it on. So the word optimized. A lot of people get confused with that. And here are a few words that might help you get a better handle on that situation. So for example, you get enhanced, revise, you elevate it yourself, you set it up right. To me, it just means getting the information completely there. Do it properly, and people will come back and see you. I always say Facebook is like a social media website. Not every small business owner has a website, so make it look as well as you can. So, does anyone know who this lady is? Yes. I always felt she optimized the Muppets. She elevated it for me, you know. So why would you do it? She's kind of going, why would I bother? They're only here visiting me. It's because you want your Facebook page to look as good as it can. And the other area that people don't think about is Facebook has a search facility. So if you haven't got the right information, the right keywords, you will not be found, but your competitor will. Going forward, I'm going to take it from the top. So if you imagine your own Facebook page, do you ever look at the top, the URL? When you set up a Facebook page, you're set up with a load of numbers. And not everybody thinks to change that. So my advice is always put in your username, and then that will override the random numbers. Another part that you have to consider is what category are you? That means what business are you in? Now, Homer Simpson probably thinks that's donuts, beer, and Moe's Tavern, but it's not. You get a choice of maybe local business. I picked social media agency, and I picked educator. So it means that people then can search for a social media agency, a local business, or somebody that they can get trained with as an education. Okay. The next thing is, what does your profile and your cover mean to your audience? So for example, do you put up a logo, or do you put up your photo? So what do people have here? Do they have a photo or a logo up on their logo? Right. Photo, logo. I have a photo because I give a personal business, but I always say to people, try both and see which has more engagement for you. Personally, as I say, I use a photo because I want people then when I go to meet them, they know it's me. When it comes to, I also think of it this way, it has to look good because it's going to be on all posts, and it will be in the search facility as well. So the Facebook profile image that you put up there is usually 180 by 180, but it will reduce down to 40 by 40 when it's on a post. So it has to constrain to look well as well. With a cover, you can either have a photo or a video. If you have a photo, do you ever click on your cover image? Click on your cover image because you will be surprised. You have the opportunity to just add a description, tag yourself, and tag your location. So it's another way of being found. So you're optimizing your cover image. And also, think about it this way. Why would you stay with the one image all year round? Why not change it for what's coming up? Do you have an event? Is it Christmas time? Is it Easter? You know, change it up to go with the times. Because then your audience are going to think, oh, there's something new and happening there. And if it's video, you can do it in different ways. I have one where I have photos going across, it's like a carousel, and it shows my different services. Or you could put up a 1-minute video of yourself. I haven't got that far because I'm quite shy. But you can mix it up and maybe bring it back to photo if you feel more comfortable with that. So again, Miss Piggy is back, and she thinks it's all about her. In your About section, it is all about your business. So think about filling it in completely. Do you have a full story on your business? Do you have things that are relevant keywords that will make you be found? You know, if you have, do you have your privacy policy linked back to your website? Do you have your team members mentioned in your About section? Do you have your milestones? Milestones are the things that you elevate your business and tell people how you are going along. And if you're not sure about what kind of keywords to put in, why not try a few tools like Google Keyword Planner? And another free one is keywordtool.io. Now, as I said, I always feel like Facebook is like a social media website. So I'm a little bit pernickety about side tabs. Do people take care of their side tabs? Do they move around? I start with the home. Like if you look, for example, on your navigation menu of your website. Think of it that way. Take a little bit of effort. Put in your home, about, services, reviews. Add in your Twitter tabs, your Instagram tab, your Pinterest tab. I don't have a YouTube channel. YouTube channel would be great because then people are going to jump from there, go in and subscribe. So think of it that way. This is an opportunity to show people where else you are and maybe get another audience onto another social channel that you have. So, I just can't get rid of this one. What are your services? What are your products? What makes you stand out? Miss Piggy feels that free delivery of her piggy water and her shower gel hogwash, which she does actually have, is a big feature. So what I always say to people is go into your services section and add in a photo and a really good description. And in your products, go in and do the same and make sure it's linked back to your website. So that people then can buy directly and they don't have to leave your Facebook page. And Mark Zuckerberg would love you even more. Now, the next stage for me, and I always say be really mindful is, do you have the default template or do you have a different template? In other words, this is standard. So there's not a lot happening, as you can see. If you are in e-commerce or you have a service, there is options for you. So if you go into your settings, go in and have a look at tabs and templates and try the different ones. So for example, this is the shop one. And as you can see, there's a shop tab, which means you can go across and buy directly. For me, I have a services one. If you're a politician, or you're in the movie business, or you're a restaurant cafe cafes would have menu in it, you know? So what's your call to action? What do you tell your customer? Do you want them to book with you, shop with you? I have contact you, and in contact you have a few options, and I have call now. So they will ring me directly because I'd like to talk to my customer. and see how I can help them with their online presence. So just be mindful that if you haven't got the right call to action, your audience may not become a customer. And this is something that people sometimes forget about. Pin your most important post. Have something that's saying, that's, you know, I'm going to event, so that's my pin post as of, up until today. I'll change it tomorrow. And I always say to people, is there something that you have a new product? There's something new and exciting happening with your business. You're going to something. You're, you know, something that will excite your customer and want to know more. So as they say, highlight what's really happening, and because if you don't, it's just going to go down the newsfeed and it will get lost. So, what's new, Scooby-Doo? I'm sure you've heard that saying. And that is exactly what people want to know. What's new? So update your page with new milestones, news, products, services, new team members maybe. Again, give people, they want to consume what's happening with you. If they like you, know you and trust you, they're going to be loyal. If you don't update, they're going to think that you're not interesting and they will decide that they don't want to stay with you. Get insightful. So, for example, have you looked at the last kind of captions that you've written? Are they spelled right? Do they have the correct grammar? Do you have the right tone of voice? Think of it this way. What's worse, looking at something and it's badly spelled? I would say be careful. If you're not sure, go check spell checker. Grammarly is a great invention. I have it on my desktop. Mix up your content, because who wants to keep seeing the same thing day in, day out? Video, live video is really very, instrumental at the moment. Replies, most people just think about comments. If you get a review, when should you reply to that review? When should you say thank you? Are you aware it should be 24 hours? After that, it's a little bit too late. And the right time. Do you ever go in and look at your insights? Go in and look and see what's been the best content that you posted, captions. Have a look, because you could be posting at the wrong time and then you're not optimizing for your audience. So look at when your posting time is right for you. I used to be 9 o'clock at night. Now it seems to be 1 o'clock at lunchtime for my audience. So go in and look at every day. You can go into your insights and you can go in and see that every day will be slightly different. And then also, do you ever look at your competitors? If you're in your insights, if you go all the way down to the bottom, you can see watch pages. Go in and click on that and add whoever is your competitor. So my advice is add 5 or 6, have a look at what their most engaging post is, and then you can say, well, if it's working for them, I must do something similar. And it's a great thing to do, because no doubt they're probably doing it on you. Sorry. Again, social media is about being social. So if you have a message button on your Facebook page, think about personalizing the message. Give the people a little bit of feeling special. I know myself, there's nothing worse than having a message come to me and it's just, hi, thanks for getting in touch. Why not personalize it and go, hi Eimer, glad you got in touch with us. Let us know how we can help you and we'll be straight back to you. I actually feel special. I actually think that person's interested in me, And then when you've optimized, you can show how good you are. And they will like you. And you will be in vogue, just like the Spice Girls. And so what I want to say to you is, do you want your Facebook page to look like this? Or do you want your Facebook to look like this? So, the ice cake is optimization. I hope you like this flavor. I hope you felt that this was worth coming in and seeing. And I hope you felt there was some value in having your Facebook optimized. And what else? Cake will be served at stand A04. If you have any burning questions, I am more than happy to bake you another cake to answer your questions. And down when you come down to see us, we'll be there to help you have your cake and eat it too. I hope that helped. I'm going to show you a little trick that people don't do on their Facebook pages. So don't share this with anyone, okay? On your desktop, if you go into settings, go down to audience optimization for posts, tick the box. This is a magic box that nobody tells you about. Then press Save Changes, because this is going to give you an opportunity to reach and engage your target audience. Then when you go in to write a post, you will then have a middle button here, which you didn't have before. You have 3 options there: public, restricted audience, and newsfeed targeting. Now you can target your audience as if it's a paid ad, and that's free.
Can you show them again?
Go to your settings. Click the magic box.
Is this on desktop version?
So allow newsfeeds.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Then go to newsfeed targeting. Is that okay? And let's see how you do with this. And you can target their interests, and it will go straight into their newsfeed, rather than, because the algorithm in Facebook is starting to go down, down, down. This will give you a little bit more of a heads up. And then go into your insights, go down, and I guarantee you, you will be very amazed.
Brilliant.